What is up, everybody? I am Mr. Fredorlaw, and welcome to my 93rd episode of my LCPDFR 1.1. And this is going to be my 4th patrol with the Toronto, Ontario PD. And today we're making this Toronto, Ontario PD, Chevy Tahoe, and so anyways, we're going to be at 10-8, and we're going to see what kind of closer things can us into, and so anyways, like I said, this is my 93 episode of my LCP from 1.1. So it's pretty much my 93rd episode of my LCP from 1 series. And yeah, so I'm pretty much amazed I made over like 90 episodes. And I'm also hoping to get about up to 300 by the end of the month. That may never happen. It might happen in March or in April, whenever. But however, my goal is pretty much try and get some subscribers by the end of the month. Maybe get about to 300 by the end of the month, and yeah. Alright. Let's put my red lights, but not sure to pull over, so I'm just going to leave it be. If it was one person alone, then yes, but since there's so many people in red lights, it's kind of hard for me to see, who is pull or not pull over, so, yeah. And after I finish up with the Toronto PD, I might go ahead and do a New York State, then go over towards RCMP, which is the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Then we go towards Kentucky and that kind of stuff. So yeah. I'm also going to try and look for like a German police pack as well, and a France police pack, and police departments that are actually in my blood, like countries starch in my blood, like because in case you don't know, I'm actually like part Sweden, part French, um, part Dutch, and all that kind of stuff. Oh god. So maybe like I might probably do some German patrols in Sweden and some Dutch, because like I said, I have a little bit of German, I have a little bit of French, I have a little bit of Sweden, I have a little bit of Armenian, I have a little bit of I pretty much have a little bit of Armenian, a little bit of French, a little bit of Dutch, a little bit of German, a little bit of Sweden in me. So that's pretty much. I'm going to try and do it. I'm going to try and do some patrols as well, because like I said, I have a little bit of Sweden, a little bit of French, a little bit of German, and a little bit of Dutch in my blood, and yeah. So anyways, not gonna be that much calls going on, but you know, I mean we expect. And by the way, I'm actually doing a Pepsi Live, but this episode is not sponsored by Pepsi, so yeah, whatever. Oh man. Well, I guess I shouldn't be checking driving, but so that was some nice Pepsi right there. And like I said, this episode is not sponsored by Pepsi, so you have it. Alright, so we're gonna wait for some call outs if we can't. Alright, this taxi driver over here is gonna be a little bit weird. Let me go ahead and send this postcard over. I don't know. I don't know this one right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and play it real quick. See how it works. There we go. Problem solved. So anyways, I'm actually drinking Pepsi in real life, and this episode is not sponsored by Pepsi. But you know, I decided to do Pepsi next to me because you know I just want something. I just want to, because I want something to have for a drink, and you know. And if I'm driving slow or being reckless, because that may because I'm drinking my Pepsi, and like I said, this episode is not sponsored by Pepsi, so yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what kind of things you can actually find around here. I wonder how fast this guy's going. It's going pretty slow on the freeway, so let me go ahead and try and do a pull on this guy over here.
Please pull over.
324 spot. Show me I'm in traffic on a Black Emerald. It's gonna be on a Preparatory Road. It's gonna be on Fish Market South Algonquin on the. It's gonna be on the overpass of Freeway Expressway. Not sure why I say Freeway Expressway, but you know whatever. It's gonna be on correction. It's gonna be on a overpass freeway. Let's make occupy times 1. Vehicle plate is going to be FML 8006 and has to get marked on the vehicle. No assistance denied this time. So let me go ahead and there we go, just angle my car a little bit just for more safety reasons, because you know. Hello sir, I am Officer Mr. Fredorlaw with the Toronto Ontario Police Department. On period today is because you're driving a bit slow, so that as aggressive Saskers driving. Alright sir, I'm glad for your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance please.
You got any ID on you I can look at?
Alright, I've got a whole, no biggie sir, let me go ahead and your name real quick on my database. So anyway, see, left his license at home, but you know, I might give him a fair chance. You know, if he's clean, yeah, I would definitely give him a fair chance. But if I find out there's any warrants or anything, like you know, if I see any warrants or any revoked license, then that means he'll be taken into custody, and only if I see a revoked license and a warrant. But anything else like you know valid, like valid, clean, that kind of stuff. Alright, so 3 citations, license valid, stopped 3 times. Not the warrants, but however, if this was like you know if this was like revoked and this one has no warrants, that will still be arrestable an offense, but this was valid, and this was, at the warrants, like, this was valid here, and it says that he has warrant for his arrest. That will be a arrestable offense. If his license is expired and there's no warrants, that can be a citation. But however, since his license is valid and clean and that kind of stuff, I'm gonna give him a fair chance, give him a fair warning. So, because I just don't want people to start arresting, paying citation because Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and I just want people to just to save money for their wives and that kind of stuff, like for their wives and their girlfriends and whoever they're in love with. So yeah, right. So I'm going to give a fair warning. I'm not going to say or anything like that, because I just want you to save your money and just keep your money, because Valentine's Day is almost here, and I just want you to to save your money for your wife or for your girlfriend or whoever you're living with. So yeah. So anyways, have a good evening, sir. Enjoy safe and take care, buddy.
Thank you for your cooperation. You can go.
All right. So anyways, me a call for 10-8. Supposed to shots fired. So respond to that. Never mind, it's call for. God dang it. Why is there a time I get shots fired call? It's like a call for on me, but I don't recall I was watching the me respond to it. That is so weird. Oh yeah, also I got this police I also got this police car mod spawned over here, so but I'm not going to use it that much, so yeah. I mean, it's okay mod, but alright, let me actually go ahead and see what I can do right now.
Say again, you're breaking up.
Oh, come on! Hey, nice done! Out of the way! Now with a free crappy number puzzle.
So far, we're not getting that that much cut-offs yet, which is pretty much a good thing. Make it more make it more realistic. So alright, let me see what's going on right
I
now.
don't have all day. Please, I have places to go. That's it. I'm buying a gun. What the fuck?
Hold on, I'm doing a text over here real quick, so just don't mind me.
Hurry up!
Alright, there we go. Alright. Sorry about that. Don't ever text and drive, because alright. This over here looks like that's a white arrow above him, which means so he if you see a white arrow on top of the vehicle, it could either mean multiple things. Either it's being drunk, being suspicious, or being reckless. So but right now he looks like he's being reckless, so let me go ahead and try and get to him. Come on, get my white ambulance. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and try and catch up to the driver here. Like I said, if you see a vehicle with a white arrow above it, that means the vehicle is either the vehicle is stolen, or the driver's drunk, or it's being. I mean, there's many reasons why you see there's actually many reasons why you see a white arrow above a vehicle. Like if you see a white arrow above the vehicle, that means the person either stole the vehicle, or persons are drunk or being reckless. I mean, there's main reasons why you see a white arrow on top of a vehicle. So yeah, let me go ahead and try to find a way to get around traffic over here. No, didn't mean to do that. Crap. Alright, get my way, folks. Out of my way. I want to try and get closer to this hut over here. Let's go ahead and alright, let me try and go around over here. Alright. Let's move here in this gray hut, this dark gray hut over here. Yeah, it's being a bit reckless. Can't put them over.
Pull over! Police!
No, you don't. Wow, seriously, buddy? I don't think so, pal. Nada. Nada. Don't think so. Let's go for a tow truck for his vehicle. And as such, you go ahead and stop real quick. Not sure where to steal this, but you know, I guess you just like, whoa, it's caught right there. Park, and it's like, I think it's not there. Not cool, bro. Alright. Where is he now? I think I just missed him. Alright, see 3 turn spots. Let me back at 10-8. Not sure what just happened right there. Trying to pull over, but I guess the driver's like, oh look, a cop right there. Let me just park my vehicle and hope doesn't notice, but guess what, pal, you should realize there's a cop right behind you, so you should have put over. That was a bad mistake, dude, but you know how it is.
Available units respond to a drunken disturbance on Bismarck Avenue.
C3 for dispatch. I'm here responding to reports of homeless people causing trouble in Middle Park. I'm here responding code to that call. Oh, sorry, dude. Should have, you know, done my sign right there a little bit, but you know. Corner. Alright. C3 24 spots. I'm at 23 on scene at the homeless call. I'm gonna spotting on real quick. Let's be up here. Go ahead and see what's up here. Turn those off. Alright.
I like that the law forces us to smoke outside.
Well, pretty much your 480 because, you know. Alright. There you go. Now got our full takedowns on. How's it going, gentlemen? I just messed up right there. How's it going, gentlemen? I just had reports of some homeless people causing trouble over here. I'm going to go ahead and ask for IDs real quick. Alright, sir. I mean, my first suspect. Let me go ahead and ask for your ID real quick. Ask for ID.
May I see your ID, please?
Alright, Mr. Miguel Fulton. We're here while I write your name on the computer. So just hang tight for me, sir, and I'll be right back in just about a couple minutes or so. Alright, going to log in. Alright, it's gonna be Miguel Fulton. Two citations, license valid up 2 times. Not the warrant, so he looks to be pretty clean. And let me actually go ahead and pat him down. Alright, Mr. Fulton, here's your license back. I'm gonna ask you to turn around and put your hands on top of your head. Do you have any knives, guns, needles, drugs, anything that can poke me or stab me, or that sort of stuff? Let me go ahead and just pat this guy down real quick. I mean, since he's homeless, you never know what you can carry on him. Alright, so right now you're under arrest for a possible possession of a credit card. So I'm gonna ask you and turn around and put your hands on top of your head. I'm gonna put you in these I'm just gonna put you in these handcuffs over here. I'm going to do that. Alright. I'm just gonna place you in the backseat of my patrol vehicle. I'm going to do that. Alright. Put over here on your side. Alright, sir, I'm gonna go ahead and ask for your ID real quick. And it looks like you're carrying a knife in a very, very unsafe way. You know, sir, if this was like real life and you actually carry a knife like that, someone would have probably got hurt because you're carrying a knife that way for, like, come on. Like, why can you not just carry a knife in a safe way manner, like, having it face down, not like facing up, or like, in case someone walks towards you, stab them, like, in his stomach. But some things I don't understand about suspects in video games sometimes. But anyways, go ahead and run his name real quick. I'm recording. Let's go ahead and log in real quick. Alright, so I'm gonna go to Shardy, Menon, Dens. There we go. Alright, so 0 citations, license valid, stop 1 time, it's not the warrant, so his license is clean, but let me actually go ahead and pat him down real quick, because just because his license is clean doesn't mean anything, because since these people are actually homeless, sometimes you need to fix them because they can either carry a weapon, illegal drugs, or anything like that. So that's why you be careful with homeless people, especially in real life. So yeah. Alright, so let me go ahead and patch you down real quick. Alright, so let me ask you to turn around and put your hands on top of your head. Do you have any knives, guns, needles, anything that can poke me, anything that can poke me or stab me, or hurt me or harm me in that sort of way? Alright, so right now you're under arrest for a possible weapon, and also for carrying a knife in an unsafe manner. So actually, turn around, put your hands on top of your head, and I'm also gonna put these nice handcuffs on you, and you're in the backseat with your buddy. So let me actually go ahead and bring it back to my vehicle. I may actually go ahead and pick back this vehicle. Alright. Put it right there, back seat. Alright. Turn doors and doors. Okay. C3 turn for dispatch. I'm gonna be transporting 2 suspects to nearby station. Stand by for further notice. Alright, it's gonna be a quite a challenge to get out of here because our vehicle's pretty huge and plus we're kind of like a tight spot. I'll just go ahead and just don't knock anything over. Alright. C3 turn for dispatch. I'm gonna see at nearby station. I'm gonna be at 23 on scene near my station. I don't really use calls that much often. I use things like traffic on scene, like other voice commands, but most people are different. Some people like to use calls, some people like to use some voice commands. I like to use voice commands because it's way easier for me to communicate, and also it's way easier for me to bring out less confusion out there for some viewers. So yeah, I know that there are some departments out there that do like to use some voice commands for calls, make it more easier maybe for the rookies and that kind of stuff. So yeah, but anyways, C3 turn for dispatch. I'm gonna be call for 10-8 from that call right there. Let me go ahead and update my status real quick. The only calls I use most often are either 10-8 and call 4, and that's pretty much it. So other things I use for taking suspects to the station, or doing some pullovers, I use voice commands for this kind of stuff. Make it more easy, more simple, and yeah. And I know there are like some departments out there are now switching from calls to voice commands. I guess to make it more easier for the rookies to understand what's going on, because I mean it's like learning. It's like learning police calls, especially if you're a rookie in law enforcement, which a rookie is pretty much a cadet, which because a local police department that I used to visit all the time, they use cadets as rookies. So the local PD that I used to go and visit all the time, they actually use cadets as rookies. So pretty much most departments use rookies as trainees or cadets or whatever, but the department that I go ahead and visit, they use a cadet as a rookie. And pretty much what happens is that it's like if you're a rookie, which it's either a cadet or a trainee, depending on what department you work for. It's like if you're a rookie in law enforcement, it's kind of hard for you to understand what the codes are, and also it takes a lot of study. It takes a lot of studying for you to know those codes. So it's like if you want to know all, it's like if my God, sorry about that. If your department gives you a book of codes, like the actual police codes, and you want to know them all, but except for you can't remember some of them, it feels like you have to study all the time in order to get your brain to memorize all those different codes. And there's some people who do mess up on their codes. I'm like one of them. I'm like one of those people. But however, there are some departments out there that like to use some voice commands, make it more easier and more simple for the rookies to understand what's going on, because yes, some departments should use codes, but not all of them, because there are departments and rookies out there that are probably are still trying to learn or probably are trying to still learn the codes when they try to get to it, and maybe when they do get used saying out the codes and what they are, then they'll probably be pro at it. But I mean, since rookies are pretty much like new officers or just learning new stuff, so yeah, alright. Let's go and do a traffic on this Blue Hill over here.
Pull over to the side of the road.
See 324 dispatch. I'm in traffic on Blue Hill, Frankfurt Ave. Country is going to be North Holland. It's going to be in Algonquin. Plate is going to be YJY 3151. It's going to have a possible game marker on the license plate. I'm going to go ahead and buy spot it on real quick. Alright, going to be right there. Alright, just go ahead and see what these guys do. That's for running a red light. Alright, I thought I pulled right behind him, but I guess I didn't. Seems legit.
Please pull over.
And of course, go ahead and check your own vehicle right there. Pull over what? We're just gonna. Alright, I'm gonna put you out of the way. Since you're like kind of blocking traffic.
I should quit.
Well,
I've been smoking these things since I was 10.
that's not a good thing. Alright. Let's go ahead and see what's gonna steal us for running 2 red lights. So it's going to, let's see what's gonna steal this.
They should repair the fucking sidewalks. Try walking around here in heels.
Do I look like I'm interested?
Alright. Hello, sir. My name is Officer Mr. Frodolo. I am with the Toronto, Ontario Police Department. On this. The reason why I'm pulling over this early morning is because you ran multiple red lights back there before coming down here. So let me go ahead and do it as aggressive as driving.
Realize this isn't the bumper cars on Firefly.
Alright, sir. Let me go ahead and ask for your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance, please. No, didn't mean to do that. Man. No, sir. I'm gonna go with a warning today. I'm pressing the wrong button. Sorry about that, sir. Be sure you drive safe, and also be sure you're not, running more red lights and that cause much chaos.
Thank you for your cooperation. You can go.
And I pressed the wrong button. My God. I thought I was for license, but I guess I didn't. But oh well. C3 turn for dispatch. Let me get call 4 and 10-8 from that traffic call right there. Let me find that truck stop. Alright. Let me actually go ahead and see what kind of calls I was into. I mean, like, came away from a call out, but I guys won't get anything that much.
Attention all units. We have a
No.
report of suspicious activity.
Don't respond to that call right now. C324 dispatch. I'm in traffic right now, Black Orbital occupied times 1. Trying to. Plate is going to be PSB 4553. Possible no restriction of vehicle. No seen at this time. Oh, by the way, it's also going to be on the Frankfort Ave and Cross Street Middle Park. Hello, sir. I am Officer Mr. Fedorlo with the Toronto Police Department. Reason why I am pulling over today is because I want to say you're driving kind of slow.
I pulled you over because you're a danger to yourself and others.
Alright, so I'm going to ask you your driver's license, registration, insurance, please.
You got any ID on you I can look at? Ah, fuck. Thanks.
Alright, Mr. Catch, wait here while I read your name on my computer, so just sit tight for me, sir. I'll be right back with you in just a few more moments. I don't think there's a need for me to have my spotlight on. Alright, log in. Alright, it's gonna be Tyrone Catch. No, found Tyrone Catch. Better be it. Alright. 3 citations, license advanced up 2 times, not the warrants. And saying there's no registration of vehicle, but I'm gonna have B. Alright. I mean, since there's like no restriction of vehicle, even though I will probably charge a person for $100, but since Valentine's Day is coming up, and I'm going to charge them $40 because 40 is just save some money. Alright, sir. I'm going to give you a citation for $40. Even though I will probably would charge somebody $100 for driving with no insurance, but however, since Valentine's Day is coming up, and I want you to save some things for your wife, for your girlfriend, I'm going to give you a citation for $40. So anyways, be sure you get your registration ready. Also be sure drive safe and have a good day, sir, and happy Valentine's Day. Alright. So anyways, be a cool 4 and 10 cent right there, right? C324 dispatch. I mean a call for intensive from the traffic right there. Alright guys, so looks like that'll be it for this episode. If you guys did enjoyed, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all with an LCPDFR in my next patrol. We might go ahead and use a slick top Taurus, and then once that, Toronto PD series will not be done, and we might either go to New York State or RCMP, and yeah, so I'll see you all with another Toronto PD, and like I said, once we do our last Toronto patrol, which that will be the select top Taurus, we will actually now go on and do New York State or RCMP, which is the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. Peace, or bye, whatever.